The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 191 centimeters tall with a reach of 198. And across the ring from him, Oleksandr Usyk, 6'3" and 198 centimeter reach.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Muhammad Ali, young man rumble. That's the mantra, fresh off that famous win over Sonny Liston. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
Introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, formerly known as Cassius Clay, introducing the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. These two fighters are made for one another. That hook scores. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. And there's the bell to start round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali?
Focus on what you've got to do.
Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
What a round so far as we reach... Oh, wait a minute! The big Ukrainian in big trouble. How is this fight still continuing? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back in the action. On to the fourth we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the hook, but it doesn't score. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Who would have? And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Time for the 5th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
That jab is blocked. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Can't find home with that jab. He got out of the way of that right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Got 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That counter punch caught him clean. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action. There's the bell to start round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Think of holding on here for a minute. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Do you believe this? Caution is being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Did you see that? Usyk. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. There's the bell for round 10. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Just hold that thought. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali. Oh, no. Ali is down. As we take another look, you can see it. The body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the fight.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. There's the bell for round 12. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
His stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Incredible work rate. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. He's like a match made in heaven.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. If there's anyone that can... You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. So we've reached the final round of the fight. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.